Want to give thanks to these blessed sacred waters, for we are water is light. We want to give thanks to Great Creator, to Pachamama, to all of our benefic guides and ancestors as we pray with these blessed waters. We are now in an Aries fire sign at April 19th, 2023. It is Wednesday, and I am about to read some cards from the Oracle deck of Through the Eyes of Your Soul from Cheryl Yambrock Rose. And I have a couple of cards that I also will read from the Power Animal Oracle. I'm right now in a sacred, beautiful place here in Arizona where many of the natives took pilgrimages. These are our sacred stone beings, and as the founder of Crystal Nations Collective, I like to come to the places that I can receive the messages and the energies that are here on the planet. I am source connected, and I'm reading the oracle from my heart directly to source. I want to give thanks to all of my benefic guides and ancestors for being here with me. I want to give thanks to all of you that are going to be purchasing my readings. They are on a sliding scale between $77 and $144 for all New Earth visionaries. With 35 years under my belt, I am so grateful to be able to present my medicine finally to the people, by the people, because we are the people. And as a recovering addict, as a survivor of all abuses, as somebody who's taken these last 11 years to really get to know thyself and heal myself in these last 3 years, since 2020, many of us have had an opportunity to really take the time to go within. And we start this reading with these messages that we are all in the great purification now. There are many prophecies, many cultures, many different religions that pretend to a time that all different peoples from different races were going to come together. We come together for truth and for healing, for justice. We, the people, are sick and tired of how this world has been divided and separated. We, the people, have been separated from our cultures, our religions, our homes. And so often, many of us do not know sacred law. We don't know what those universal truths are that have been passed down by many in our indigenous cultures around the globe, not just with our indigenous Native American brothers and sisters, but every culture and religion is indigenous to this planet. We are all part of Mother Earth, Gaia. This is a conscious planet, and we are part of her consciousness. We ask that all people that live on Mother Earth now place their hands and their love and their energy and their voices to speak for that which doesn't have a voice. Speak up for Mother Earth, for all of the human rights, for all of the children, for all of the thundera and flora. Speak for our clean air, speak for our clean water. For the future generations, we ask that all beings come together and remember who we are, as we are the ones that we've been waiting for. It's been a saying that seems so cliche, but we are these magical, intelligent, conscious beings that these bodies have so much capability. We are not as limited as we thought we were. And so many people on the planet don't even know what true love is, what it feels like. You know, growing up, my mom passed away, and I know what it feels like to be alone. And I was a little different. And I was in special ed classes. And later on in life, I get diagnosed with CPTSD from all the trauma that I have suffered. And I had a hard time in life getting along with other people, and I often ran from my own fears. And I often blamed other people for making me feel uncomfortable or not loved or rejected. At 40 years old, 11, 12 years ago, I had a wake-up call upon a wake-up call upon a wake-up call, if you know what that is. I already had a connection with Great Creator, but I was playing two different sides. I had one foot on the good side and one foot in the bad side. I worked for the public schools during the day helping at-risk youth, and then at night I was a bartender serving liquor and alcohol, getting drunk and doing cocaine. I didn't love myself, and I let a lot of people who didn't love me or really value me take advantage of me. And after you get taken advantage of a lot, you start to lose trust in the good people in life, in the world, and you can get pretty tainted and filled with rage in a heartbeat. And even the good people that have suffered on the planet, if you don't heal yourself, you're not going to be any good to yourself or to other people. So what Great Creator is asking all of us now in this great purification is to heal thyself. So mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, we're asking people in this great heart purification that we would find what would heal us, what would soothe us, what would allow us to get grounded and balanced. Release all of the trauma that's been stuck in our bodies for eons, being passed down from ancestors to ancestors, from 100 years of living to the next. And this is how mental illness and alcoholism and drug addiction has been passed down. It's been passed down in our genes and our DNA. And a lot of the dysfunction and the disharmony lives in the families. And as I'm standing on the bank of this water, I'm asking all of us to come together in 2023 for this new moon. Place an intention where you can protect the sacred waters, clean up the banks around the waters, sign a petition protecting your waters. Do you know where your water comes from, your local source of water? How do you receive water in your city? How do you purify river water? Okay? How can you pray with water? How can you sing with water? And Crystal Nations Collective is going to be building medicine rainbow water wheels to bless, like I said, and pray and raise consciousness about the water. And we are so grateful. I am so grateful for the ability to heal. Not everybody is there yet. We're all on this sacred journey. We need to be gentle with ourselves, and if we're not exactly where our friends are, they had a different life, they had different parents, they had different access to resources, they have different support systems and different gifts and talents, and we're really uniquely different, and we don't really have to be jealous or mad or compete with one another. In the new earth, we all have enough. There is enough. As we care about each other and really support and promote one another, we bring in the frequency of abundance, of prosperity, rather than the scarcity. And in the new moon, we have an opportunity to place an intention for really taking a review and a look at what took place in the last month. We want to review what took place. Today's date is April 19th, and it's also International Bicycle Day. And today also happens to be the day that Albert Hoffman took his first hit of LSD by accident. And we want to give thanks to Albert Hoffman and brilliant mistakes. It was today's day, and I forget what year it was. I want to say it was like in the 60s, but I'm not sure exactly what year it was. 67, 8, 9. So today is a beautiful day. We're approaching a full month to come ahead, which is the month of Mary. This week, tomorrow, we have a new moon in Aries, so place your intention for that which you would like to achieve. Write it out, create a vision board, cut out pictures and words and affirmations and prayers of things you desire to achieve and accomplish in your life. That is your mantra. Every morning you can awake to a sacred altar that you literally place starting tonight and tomorrow. This is the new moon in Aries, which is a fire sign. It's a time to take action because we have the sun also in Aries. We have Chiron, the wounded healer, in Aries. We have Vesta as well in Aries. We have Jupiter, the planet Jupiter of expansion and abundance, in Aries. So you want to take some action, place some fire, light that fire, take a chance, take a risk, start something new, and get out of the box of what you normally do. Try something different. If you're normally used to going about something in the regular way, filling out the application, going to the people, try something different. If your products aren't selling, look for a product that is selling. If your people aren't helping you out, find a better support system. If your friends aren't supporting you or loving you or liking you or making you feel welcome, then allow them to have some time and give it some time and be patient and ask Great Creator, what's the truth? Is this relationship for you or is it time to let it go? On the new moon, it's a great time to let go of anything that no longer serves you. And I want to give thanks to Great Creator. I hear my voice just echoing. Okay, hold on. I want to give thanks, so I'm going to pull a card right now from the Power Animal. I want to ask Great Creator of all that there is to connect with this beautiful Power Animal Oracle deck. I want to ask Great Creator to connect with this collective that is here now, that is coming in the future. We ask Great Creator to bring us a card. Woo! And bring us another message. What other messages do we have? And do we have one more message? Any other power animals? Okay. The animals really are here. You know, I'm out in nature right now, so how cool is that? All right, hold on. Oya, oya, oya. Oh, oh. Oya, oya, oya. Oh, oh. Om Pana Paname Patama Nemaha Om Gan Gana Patane Namaha Om Gan Gan Bata Petane Namaha Om Gan Gana Patane Namaha Om Gan Gana Patane Namaha Om Gana Patane Namaha Om. Without a doubt, this feeling in my soul is trying to break out. And this is your time, this is my time to illuminate the mind. This is the hawk. One of my power animals. Really grateful to see it arrive here. Today we have focus. Choose your priorities and eliminate all distractions. Who needs to hear this message right now? Because I am one of them. I've been getting distracted by all people calling me up, emails, social media. And if you look around, there's, for me, never a bored moment in given time and space. But if you don't focus right now on what it is that you need to do, like me making these videos, I needed to focus today, and I took a flower essence for focus. So the message now coming to me through this card is, look at all the choices before you and select one to which you're willing to give your passionate attention. And once you decide the right action to take, it becomes immediately apparent, and life supports you and provides what you need. And then you can arrange all your priorities, that which you've chosen, and set personal boundaries right now and practice self-love and care when and where needed. If you don't, you can easily get overwhelmed and fragmented, and your power will then get scattered and diffused. So let go of all habitual diversions that we've made so important. It's time to go to work and to get our priorities straight. So for me personally, I have to write a book, because that book is going to get me on stage, and it's going to put me in the theater show that I just want to produce and direct so badly. So one thing leads to another, and in order to get the goal, we have to do the baby steps. So I have to know that for myself, I have to set a time every day to write the book. So for whoever needs this information, I'll put the time aside and make up a schedule, even if it's timely, and make up a schedule that you can do your best to meet its obligations and its criteria. Don't make it impossible for you. Make sure that you have the opportunity to organize your time in a fashionably way, so that gives you the ability to take care of everything that you need to without really having to get overwhelmed. And then the other card that I pulled was the antelope. And the antelope is bringing a message in right now. That's decisiveness. Yes, make a decision and take appropriate action. So a lot of us are probably being presented, I know I am, with a lot of different opportunities. And not all of them are for us. And not all of the people that are a part of it are for me either. And I'm not for them. And we're looking for soul family, and we're looking for heart connections, and we're looking for, people that are going to feed us as much as we're going to feed them. We want to receive and give in balance. Antelope is make a decision and take appropriate action. If you're going to sit, then sit. If you're going to stand, then stand. If you're going to run, then run. Don't hesitate and don't equivocate. This is not the time for discussion, debate, deliberation, or hesitation. Even choosing to be still and do nothing could be a wise decision at times. Kind of like what I'm doing now besides the video. Let's face it, how often have you actually found yourself in such a situation where you might have felt really threatened, and the best thing that you needed to do was just to sit and hold yourself? You've actually come to a point in your life right now where it's imperative that your choices are based on the combined will of spirit and instinct, which we do call intuition. The more finely tuned you are to your intuition, the more decisive you'll be. You'll see that there's no other way to live, and in this situation in particular, that is absolutely the case. So decide, listen, and act without hesitation or second guessing, and trust that whatever the outcome is, it is ultimately the will of spirit and is in the best interest of all connected. This card of the antelope medicine that's coming to us is all about diligence and speed and decisiveness. So we want to give thanks to the hawk and the antelope that provided some medicine for us today. And then dragonfly came through. Dragonfly is the medicine of the illusion. You know who you really are. So this is all about breaking the illusions that no longer serve humanity. I give thanks to the hummingbird in the direction of the east in the medicine wheel, as I give thanks to breaking all of the illusions that no longer serve humanity. And the dragonfly used to be the dragon in the Native American legends and folklore. The dragon once was a mighty, powerful dragon, and the dragon abused its power. And thus, Great Spirit made the dragon, which was once a big, giant, mighty dragon, a tiny, small insect, but just as majestic and as powerful in color and light and sound and frequency. The dragonfly agreed to be a dragonfly until it proved to Great Spirit that it can hone its power and walk in balance with its power and be gentle with its power. And so we await the day where the dragonflies become the dragons again. And I know that the dragons, in legend in general, have many mythical stories about their living here and being here and protecting this planet now in the ethers and the caves and the earth all around us. We see the dragons in the formations of the rocks sometimes, or in the sky, in the clouds. But we want to give thanks to the medicine of the dragonfly. And this medicine says, you are the master of illusion, particularly in the guises that you wear for others. I gotta turn around. And this is a gift that was born in the travels of your childhood, an adaptation that once served you well. These masks do serve a purpose because you can be whoever you need to be in any situation. So you need to also be easy to, yet it can also be easy to fool yourself into thinking any way, I'll turn the page, of those personas are the real you. The truth is that you don't need to rely on these false personas anymore. On occasion, they will come in handy, but at this point, it's time to let go of who you are and show up in all of your varied expressions. The dragonfly really comes to us because we are in the great purification, like I said, and we are breaking all illusions that no longer serve us. And we were programmed and brainwashed, by the media, by our parents, by the authorities, by the law that was made, that was man-made, okay? And none of this really was the truth of who we are as humanity, as conscious evolutionary beings. We have so much more to offer this world, and we've been brainwashed and programmed into thinking that we're not good enough, that we're not worthy, that we're not lovable. And even the her story and the his story, so his story and her story, there's been a lot of documents and relics and statues and information and books and history that has been confiscated, burnt, removed from this planet so that we don't know the truth of who is actually behind the systems of this world, like political, economic, educational, the spiritual, religious dogma of the books that were written. Not all of them have all truths. They were written by man. Man has been made in the image of God, but all men have faltered to sin. Sin being hurting others or themselves, or doing something that was against sacred law or universal law. Not being truthful is breaking a sacred law, for an example. Not being kind is breaking a sacred law. Not being honest is breaking the sacred law, not telling the truth. So we want to love. We want to love ourselves and love one another. That's a universal truth. We want to share our wisdom. Wisdom is a sacred universal law. Gratitude and humility are sacred laws. So we want to learn to live by these sacred universal laws. If you don't know what they are, look them up. Some of the indigenous people carry these universal sacred laws, and many other cultures carry them too. Depending on who you are and where you were raised and brought up, we invite you to know more of who you are and break all the illusions that no longer serve you or your family. Find out who you are and who your family is. Do a DNA test. Do a family tree. Find out who your grandparents are, your aunts, your uncles. Ask questions about what they love, what they learned, what's their wisdom, what gifts and talents do they have, what was their true life purpose all about. We have to record the history of the planet. We are the ones that are being asked to record the history of this planet. So, as I look upon all of the stones here and the beautiful sacred waters, we are reminded of the intelligence of this planet, the wisdom that comes from this water, from these ancient stone beings. We're so grateful for the oxygen, the air that we breathe from all of the chlorophyll, from the leaves and the green of these shrubs and the floral. We're so grateful for the intelligence and the consciousness that we get from our finned ones that fish in these waters. And color brings us so much joy and so much love and light. Can you imagine if we didn't have all these variety of colors and shades to really remind us of how magical and beautiful and wondrous this world really is? We live on a beautiful planet, and I really pray that all beings get connected to Pachamama, to Mother Earth, to the ancestors of this land. Talk to them, offer them tobacco, cornmeal, give them crystals, the waters. In fact, let's do that together. I'm coming out of water, like right behind me, see? Water. Gotta climb rocks to get rocks. I want to give thanks to these sacred waters, and maybe I'll just sing a song to end here and then bring some crystals to the sacred waters, to the Verde River. And I know I have 2. I have sage. I want to give thanks to, beautiful. I have some sage here. And so I want to give thanks to this beautiful spot, these stone beings. We bless the spots that we come to, and we ask Great Creator to bless all beings that come here with peace, love, and purification. May they heal and feel love, give love, and receive love. Aho and ahe. And then here, I just put that there. So that's my first blessing. And then I'm going to see if I have a crystal. Oh, I have some sage, more sage for the actual waters. I don't have a crystal, which is funny because I always do. We're going to give some sage to the blessed waters. And this is a song that I'm going to offer the sacred waters, giving thanks to, oh my goodness, oh my J. People pull it together. I pray that the wind doesn't take me again. Earth, bone, feather and stone, call me the river, guide me home. Angels singing, angels singing, to my soul, to my soul, to my soul. Earth, stone, feather and bone, flow me the river, guide me home. Angels singing, angels singing, to my soul, to our 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 soul. Giving thanks to the cards that I pulled from the animal spirit guides. Just a small song to activate the love and the light that we all are. And I did have one more oracle. I got to see if I can, because there should be no... Wait. Okay. This. Back over to the river. giving thanks, sending our love and light and our beautiful prayer to the sacred waters. We want to bless these waters, giving thanks, great creator. And then I can and will pull a card from Through the Eyes of the Soul. And this will be the last card that I pull. And can you believe I'm all crunched up in the river, giving thanks to great creator, asking for all those that are here now that will come in the future. We asked Through the Eyes of the Soul. Boom, a card came flying out. What messages do we have for the collective now and that will come in the future? And any messages, great creator, of course. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. So the first card that we got is You Are Protected. When this guardian angel comes, it means that no matter what you think in your head about the fears that you have that other people can hurt you, or lower vibrational entities, or that we're all cursed, or that Satan's coming to get us, a lot of it is not true. And so we need to be aware of our thoughts. Right now, this is really revealing the truth that's long been hidden. And that means that all of the truth that has been hidden from us is finally getting ready to be revealed. That's how protected we are. So don't worry about whatever kind of scarcity mindset there is out there, whatever kind of fear that's been projected into that we don't have money, or that we're going into war, or that there's going to be like a zombie apocalypse, for example. The truth about who we really are in humanity is coming for the world. There's been a lot of information that we haven't received about history and her story. A lot of this is based on, like I said, the politics and the money, the banking, the 1%, the names, the dark cabal, the Luciferian matrix. You know how this world has been ran by people that were in the old patriarchal energy of greed and control and fear. That's the paradigm that we're collapsing. And all of the systems that are part of that old patriarchal system is now coming to a head for all of humanity. All of humanity now has the ability to tap into the dark night of the soul, their soul, and we're tapping into the untruths that we've been programmed and brainwashed to believe, like I was speaking into earlier. Now this reading is coming full course around. We are protected, and the truth is coming out by who? By all of us. When all of us use our voice and we lift our voices together and we unify, when we come together for the talking circles that Chief Phil Lane is asking me to birth with him and Four Worlds International. You want to know about the talking circles? We're getting ready to internationally have 7 continents facilitate a variety of different circles that will be talking about constellation based on what we need on this planet. What are the problems? What are the challenges? How are we bringing the solutions? What are the solutions? Who has them? How can we unify? How can we bring global peace? How do we heal mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually? What are our needs? What are our truth? The Native Americans want everybody to know about the history of this earth so that they feel that justice and equanimity can be served. So let's share the stories. Our African American brothers and sisters, our Mexican brothers and sisters, women, those with disability, LGBTQT. Everybody on the planet is now having an opportunity to use their voice to stand up for something that they care about, that they know about, that they've experienced. It's when we come together to talk about all of the atrocities, the genocides, the injustices, the hurts, the pains of how this world has been running. It's only when we come together that we rise together to build a new earth. I hope that that card came to you really beautifully. And then here's another beautiful card. While I'm on the water, Mother Earth wants you to receive this message. So it says, bring peace to troubled waters. And let's get a shot of the water behind. Yeah, let's do this. Bring peace to troubled waters. And what does that mean? It means that there's a lot of war that's waging for water. And about 15 years ago, Blue Thunder, who passed away, that builds medicine water wheels around the world, and I am at Water Wheel. This is an ancient sacred place called Water Wheel in Arizona. And as I'm coming out, I'll take pictures of the water wheel and I'll put them up on my Facebook page, which, by the way, find me on Facebook and add me as a friend. My name is Francine, Francine, and my last name is DiGiorgio, Digeorgio. Going back to Golden Eagle and Blue Thunder birthed what is known as the medicine water wheel that has the symbol of the flower of life symbol, actually, in the center of the medicine wheel, which is on the back of this card, which is so crazy. As I was saying it, I literally turned the card around and that was what it was saying. But there's a lot of war that's going to be waging for water. Like, water is not a resource that's here for us to abuse. It is part of who we are. So in the future, the people that have access to clean, free flowing water are going to be pretty wealthy and prosperous, as opposed to the people who do not have clean, free flowing waters, like in third world countries. So how can we bring clean, free flowing water to all peoples in the future generations? How can we preserve all of the waters and protect all of our waters? And so this card that was being brought to us is reminding us to be an advocate and to be an activist for the sacred waters, and to bring peace to those that are over in different continents that are fighting for water. Bring water to these peoples that need it. So in the future, anybody who would like to assist people with water, if you want to sing with water, pray with water, work with water, the medicine water wheels were to bless and honor and protect all of our sacred waters. And the medicine water wheels were built all around the globe. There's about a couple of hundred that they built, and I was lucky to facilitate them in Santa Fe, New Mexico. We have a couple of wheels built here. Only the wheels that I build are rainbow wheels, because I am unifying all of our indigenous people and our star seeds. So the medicine wheels are not just indigenous to our Native Americans. The medicine wheels are indigenous to all peoples, all planets. They're on all continents, and they're here to remind us of the sacred circle. And when we gather in the sacred circle and we pray for water, we pray for the land, we pray for the earth, our prayers are heard by the ancestors. Our prayers are actually followed by our actions, and they amplify. And so what true alignment is all about is having great, clear thoughts. And as you're thinking those thoughts, you're manifesting your feelings, and that brings you to a true alignment called the law of attraction. And that's also a universal law and also a sacred law. And then the last card that I got with Mount Shasta behind her is Embrace Enlightenment. And so this is card number 22. That's so cool. I was born on the 22nd, and I do believe that the number 22 is a master number, as I've studied upon it. So the number 22 might mean something to some of you here. The 22nd might be a special day for some of you to take a journey or a sacred pilgrimage. And then I'm just going to say that this was the Golden Star Angel. And this is Mount Shasta, a dormant volcano in the far north of California. Rises like 14,179 feet. The holy mountain has been a destination of pilgrimage for centuries, and native tribes reverend the sacred mountain and would not trespass above the tree line. Today, the Tibetan stupas and the Buddhist monasteries are set in the alpine meadows and under the fragrant cedars there. The pristine forests with their pure air and water create a temple without walls where many have experienced visions seeing and speaking with angels and masters on their path towards enlightenment. The sky above the mountain is often graced with lenticular clouds, revealing the natural vortices of the area. And as it is shown in the background of the painting, the awakened golden solar angel holds a fully blossomed rose with these 3 dewdrops, symbolizing that enlightenment can occur when the higher self is completely incorporated into the physical body, creating a perfect vehicle. Oh my G. So we want to give thanks to Great Creator for that. Man, I feel really complete with these beautiful